right, guys, I am back for a little bit today. I am still having some issues with my arms and shoulders, it seems to be. So we are going to, if you can tell, like I was telling you earlier, or yesterday, I guess, have already kind of cut some things. And they are all like out of, oh gosh, I think, well, let's see. Tell you how many sheets. I think it's 4, but I can't remember. 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so it was actually 13, 12 by 12 sheets. So I got quite a few tag shapes and just like card shapes and that sort of thing. And we're not going to worry about like backing them or anything like that. So I'm just going to do quick decorating because, like I said, we're going to use a lot of these in the Lorna journals. And like I said, we're not worried about backing it. We're just going to give it a little bit of color because we don't mind white in these. So I'm just going to ink probably, let's try to get 6 done. And then once we get 6 done, we'll do 2 of each. How about that? Of these. And then we'll work on journal cards a little bit later. And these are supposed to be like kind of quick, mindless things, right? Like, actually, let's do 9. Let's challenge 9. And then kind of maybe in the next video, we'll do 9 journal cards, right? Super simple, super fast, quick, easy. And then we'll do the other ones in stages. So I guess we could kind of, let's do 3 different ones than those. Okay, so get down to the flower. We did that one. Oh, look, there's 2 of that one. Interesting. Do that one, and let's do that one. Because we'll do each one just a tad different, but not crazy, right? Okay. Okay, and then let's pick out a couple of different ones of these. Okay. Do one of those. We did that one. This one. And this one. Okay. This one, though, we need to do tag shape. I think what I need to do is go get on my roller and kind of roll out like my shoulders and stuff, because I think that's actually the source of the problem right now, is the shoulder area is kind of causing more of the fatigue, because that's kind of what it feels like, is that my shoulders are just kind of like giving out, if that makes any sense. All right, let's throw some ink on these and then we'll get to decorating. So anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm going to assume the week is going well. I know that I have tons of learning to do. I'm learning about all kinds of different measuring equipment. And then one of the shop managers is going to work with me tomorrow on one of them, because I was like, that one doesn't make much sense. So there's all kinds, like I was saying, there's all kinds of like bore gauges and stuff I've never worked with in this. So this week will be interesting. And then we have these high, like, honestly, they're high dollar machines. They're crazy expensive. One of the pieces, we have the, and they're all like precision measuring. And one of them, of course, I know the total price of this one piece, but let's just say it costs more than my truck. I was like, holy smokes. Another one of these, it's this laser probe thing that uses a camera and a probe to measure the parts, and it gets like a depth finder and stuff. Holy moly, it's memory stick alone, because we have to use this programs memory stick thing. $10,000 to replace it if it gets damaged or lost. Guys, $10,000. I'm like, huh. Can we like put a leash and alarm on it? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's crazy town. Okay, all right, so like I said, super quick and simple. These are from a box that I got from Your Creative Studio a few months back. So we're going to kind of use some of them, and then we're going to use some of my other big ones. Like I said, we're not being, this is supposed to be super quick and simple, right? It's kind of pretty, huh? Okay. Yeah, those are pretty. I'd forgotten how absolutely stunning some of these are, because we're going to also do some quick and easy small ones too. Okay. I'm going to move over to the slightly bigger ones. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Use those on the journal cards. More of the flowers. Don't think I use this tulip very often, so maybe we'll use that for a little bit more dramatic effect. Grace came home and got ready for her next graduation party. After going and working at her horse cleaning, stall cleaning job. So yeah, I am here on my own again, which is just fine by me. I don't know why the kids are so worried about like doing things on Mother's Day. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. I don't know, I think it's PTSD from their dad living here, because he wasn't always the nicest to me, and so I wasn't always the nicest on Mother's Day. That'll work right there. Okay. because, you know, he would make things kind of miserable. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, why are we talking about him on Mother's Day? I think mostly, I think sometimes you have to, I don't want to say relive the past, but kind of acknowledge the past in order to move forward, right? My kids and I were talking about this last night, actually, that like one Mother's Day, we had gone, because I don't know if you guys know this about me, but rose bushes are one of my favorites. And so when we moved out here, I wanted to do like a rose garden. And so on Saturday, we had went and picked out a bunch of rose bushes. And so then I woke up assuming, operative word, right? Never assume when you're dealing with a guy like him. Oops, and I'm off just a tad on that side. That's okay. It's okay. We'll just trim it off. Anyways, so I had assumed on Mother's Day he would want to go out and help plant, and he basically treated me like garbage that whole day. And so that afternoon, I loaded up the rose bushes, and I loaded up the kids and him, and I went into town, and I made him go into all the stores and return them all. Yeah, kind of probably childish, but I was just so hurt by his refusal to even go outside and dream with me that, yeah, and that was pretty much the last Mother's Day, I think, that I ever asked for anything or any special anythings. So I think maybe that might play into some of the kids' psyche a little bit. Yet another thing I need to apologize for. Yeah. I think sometimes, well, I think always, personal accountability for our actions is probably, I'm kind of big on that. I don't think anything can't be, I don't think anything can't be forgiven, provided you make the effort to apologize, right? See the error of your ways. So anyhow, yeah, anywho, but you know what, ever since all the chaos happened, and thankfully my kids were old enough that, you know, I didn't have to like cover for him anymore, and I never really had to say anything bad. They just already kind of knew what he was all about. I haven't really, I mean, I haven't had to, I never really had to like defend myself. They already kind of knew. So that, I mean, I'm fortunate. I know there's a lot of mamas out there that don't have it as lucky as I do. You know, the kids were old enough to kind of see the truth by his own actions. I never had to really say much. Because I don't agree when even adult children, when parents bash the other parent, like I kind of tune out and just stop listening, because it's like, you know what, it's parent alienation is what it is, and it's just regardless of what happened between me and my ex, like, you know, they've formed their own opinions, and rightfully so, and I don't think bashing him does anybody any good, right? Because on the off chance that he changes his ways, I want them to feel like I would support them in any decision they made, you know. Sure, it might hurt my feelings a little bit, but I ultimately, right, want them to have the father they deserve. So, and I don't think while the parents are bashing the other parent, they actually think about how that really affects the kid. I know we're all not perfect, but you know, I don't know. I disagree with that. So anyhow, on to happier thoughts. I don't know really what's going on with me physically. Like, I know we've discussed this. I have fibromyalgia, but I don't actually think that's what's going on right now. Because like right now, like my legs feel really fatigued. Like, you know how like when you run like a mile? Huh, not that I ran a mile in a while, but you know how like tired your thighs get? That's how I feel right now. There's like kind of like a bug or something going around. I don't know. All right, these are going well, I think. Maybe I slept funky. Who knows? Oh, so what I was saying a second ago too, but the kids have really went out of their way to make sure, especially like on Mother's Day and my birthdays and like on Christmas, that, and it was never their job to make it up to me or anything, but they go out of their way to make sure that I know that they love me and they appreciate me. I mean, not even just like on those holidays, but every day. But yeah, I really lucked out in the kid department. Yeah, they're good to me. Aren't those pretty? I'm not sure. I long ago threw out the packaging that they came in from we can trim down if we need to a little bit, from Your Creative Studio, but yeah, anywho. So, and this is just some vintage lace I got a while ago on a shopping trip, getaway, whatever you call it, up to Cheyenne. Oh gosh, it's been a long while ago. And true enough, they're not going in the same journal, so I feel comfortable kind of mass making them all pretty close to the same. And then in the next couple of videos, we'll get I'll have to trim that one down a little bit. We'll get my Lorna stamps out, and we're gonna put some of the Lorna stamps on regular paper, or not regular paper, but like that's what I'm looking for. Cardstock, and then we're going to mount them down here. So then the flower, in essence, becomes part of the background. And I was just running through my head too. One of the other things I need to do is finish up those prayer journals for my ladies at church and get some more Sunday videos loaded. But yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe that'll happen this week. I'll at least get them filmed. Let those dry, and I'm not putting a ton of glue on them, mostly because that when we put those Lorna stamps on there, it will cover any of the glue stuff and with the stuff that we add. Mostly what I want to do is get it for sure tacked on there. Okay, and then we are going to, I just love those. Aren't they looking pretty? Need to do another trip up to Cheyenne because I usually find at least 1 or 2 good things up there. And it's been a while. September. I might have found these in Laramie actually. I think that might actually have been where I found all the ribbon or the laces that I got that day. All right, now let those dry for a second. I'm gonna get out my whale tail. And then, maybe, oopsie, just dropped my heating tool. No, that's not great, huh? And I don't know where my whale tail went. Got it. There we go. We're just gonna cut out a bunch of these. And then by the time we ink them, should be all as well. And this is just, it's like the blue linen cardstock I get at Office Depot. I think it's like $18 for like 500 sheets or something. And I get the cream one and I get the blue one. So that's that. I was wondering, are we going to do blue? Since most of our decor is more of a blue tone or has blues in it, I was just wondering if we are going to use this blue cardstock for the backdrop of our Lorna stamps. And that I have no answer to just yet. That's 2, 4, 5. 6. 7. So I just 8, 4, 6, 8. Yep, one more. One more. Okay. Perfect. So we'll get these all glued on, and then I think we will go ahead and call it a video. I just realized my sweatshirt's probably hanging out here in the video with us. I think sometimes my brain kind of forgets how fast art glitter glue grabs. And so I'm like, wait, I can't move it, because then, you know, I use the Fabri-Tac, and then, you know, it dries fast, but it's also, you have a few seconds of movement, if you will. And yeah, you don't have that with art glitter glue, right? Gotta be almost on the money when you use it. I'm still shaky, so like I said, I think what I'm gonna do is go on my roller as soon as I'm done with this video. We'll see how I feel about it then. It's just one of those foam rollers that you can get from Walmart. I use it on my back and like on my thighs and whatnot. It just kind of stretches out the muscle. I call it, maybe I shouldn't tell you what I call it. I call it the poor man's massage. And I had another, you know how like sometimes inspiration just hits you like crazy? I just had another idea for another pocket, and so we might try it, because it's going to be kind of a thick one, I think. So yeah, that might be a Friday video, because this one will take us to Tuesday. And then I'm thinking that the next one with the stamps, obviously, will take us to Wednesday. And And that one will probably actually be a two day. So it's kind of a blessing and a curse not like having videos released over a weekend. Like it's a blessing for me, so I don't have to stress out so bad, and it has like lessened my stress level. But it seems like it takes twice as long to kind of get through a project as far as like releases, because I'm only releasing five a week, and then on Sundays if I have any of them ready to release. So yeah, anyways, okay. All right, so there is 9 almost finished. Oh yeah, I can't even get my glue pen in without shaking. All right, yep, it's definitely time to go to the poor man's massager. All right, so there's some tags. And then here's the rounded ones. And then here are the other kind of ticket type stub ones. Okay, guys. Yeah, in the next video, we'll do some stamping and get those all lined out, and then we'll do some journal cards. All right, guys, thank you for joining me today, and we'll just talk to you soon. Bye.